Have you ever heard about a man who became the highest paid African footballer but chose to leave it all behind to help his people? Well, if you don't know this man, then get ready to be amazed by the unbelievable life story of Sadio Mané. He was born in a tiny village. It's called Bambali in Senegal. On April 10, 1992, his family was poor and he had no access to basic amenities like electricity and running water. Despite these challenges, Sadio dreamed of becoming a professional footballer and escaping his poverty-stricken reality. Sadio's father was a farmer and his mother was a fishmonger. They had 7 children in total, and Sadio was the eldest son. From a very young age, Sadio showed exceptional talent and skills in football. He would spend hours upon hours honing his abilities and playing barefoot with friends. His dedication and hard work paid off when he caught the eye of a local scout and earned a spot at a football academy in Dakar, the capital city of Senegal. However, his journey was not easy. He faced many obstacles, including financial constraints and cultural barriers. But Sadio was determined to succeed. He persevered through the challenges and eventually signed his first professional contract with a French club at the age of 19. From there, he went on to play for some of the biggest clubs in Europe, including Liverpool and Bayern Munich. He won numerous trophies and accolades, including the Premier League, the Champions League, and the FIFA World Cup. But despite his incredible success, Sadio never forgot where he came from. He remained humble and dedicated a significant portion of his wealth to helping those less fortunate than himself. In fact, he became the highest-paid African footballer, earning over $40 million per year. But instead of indulging in a lavish lifestyle, he chose to live modestly and donate the majority of his earnings to charity. For example, he built schools, hospitals, and mosques in his hometown and provided food and clothing to the villagers. He also established the MAME Foundation, which focuses on improving the lives of underprivileged children in Senegal. Sadio's story is truly inspiring because it shows that it is possible to achieve greatness while remaining humble and compassionate. It also highlights the importance of giving back to the community and using your platform to make a positive impact on the world. Sadio's story started in his hometown of Bambali. When he was just a boy, he would play football with his friends all day long. They didn't have any fancy equipment, so they would use a makeshift ball made out of rags or plastic. But this didn't stop them from having fun and playing the game they loved. As Sadio got older, he began to dream of a different life for himself. He wanted to escape the poverty that surrounded him and become a professional footballer. He knew that this was a long shot, but he was willing to try anything to improve his situation. When Sadio was 11 years old, he left his village and moved to the capital city of Dhaka to attend a football academy. This was a huge step for him and his family, and they were all very nervous about the move. However, they knew that if he was going to make something of himself, he needed to take this chance. At the academy, Sadio trained hard and quickly stood out as one of the most talented players. The coaches were impressed with his skills and dedication, and they knew that he had what it took to make it as a professional footballer. After several years at the academy, Sadio was ready to take the next step in his career. He signed his first professional contract with a French club and moved to France to play football. This was a dream come true for him, and he was eager to start his new life in Europe. Despite his success on the field, Sadio never forgot where he came from. He remained humble and dedicated to helping those in need. When Sadio was playing for Liverpool, he was earning a whopping $40 million per year. This made him the highest-paid African footballer at the time. But he didn't let the money go to his head. He continued to live a simple life and give back to his community. Instead of spending his money on luxury cars, mansions, and designer clothes, he invested it in projects that would benefit his people. For example, he built schools and hospitals in his hometown and provided food and clothing to those who were less fortunate. One of the most inspiring things about Sadio is that he never forgot his roots. Despite his incredible success, he remained humble and grounded. He often spoke about the importance of giving back and helping others, and set an example by donating a significant portion of his wealth to charity. One day, Sadio was approached by a reporter who asked him why he didn't spend more money on himself, considering his massive salary. Sadio replied, "I was hungry, and I had to work the field. I survived hard times, played football barefoot. I did not have an education, and many other things. Today I can help my people." built schools, gave shoes to children, clothes, food for people who are hungry. I do not need to display luxury cars, luxury homes, trips, and even planes. I prefer that my people receive a little of what life has given me. This response shocked the reporter and everyone who heard it. They realized that Sadio was not just a talented footballer, but also a humble and generous human being. Another time, Sadio was interviewed about his decision to donate 70% of his salary to charity. He said, "I was raised with the teachings of my mom and dad who always told me to share with those in need. I was taught to respect people and not to be arrogant. I learned the values of modesty, solidarity, and sharing. If I can help people, why would I want 10 Ferraris? I was hungry, and I had to work the field, survived hard times, played football barefoot. I did not have an education, and many other things. But today, I can help my people. I built schools, gave shoes to children, clothes, food for people who are hungry. I do not need to display luxury cars, luxury homes, trips, and even planes. I prefer that my people receive a little of what life has given me." These words were powerful and inspiring. They showed that Sadio was not motivated by greed or selfishness, but rather by compassion and generosity. Sadio's story did not end there. In fact, he went on to achieve even greater things. In 2022, Sadio helped his national team, Senegal, win the Africa Cup of Nations. This was a historic moment for the country, and Sadio was hailed as a national hero. He continued to play for Senegal, and in 2023 led them to their first ever FIFA World Cup, although they didn't win the tournament. Sadio's performance was outstanding, and he was named the player of the tournament. Despite his incredible achievements, Sadio remained humble and grounded. He continued to give back to his community and use his platform to make a positive impact on the world. Today, Sadio is considered one of the greatest African footballers of all time. He has inspired countless people with his talent, humility, and generosity. His story shows that it is possible to achieve greatness while remaining humble and compassionate. It also highlights the importance of giving back to the community and using your platform to make a positive impact on the world. What can we learn from Sadio's story? Firstly, never give up on your dreams, no matter how difficult they may seem. Sadio's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. He never allowed the challenges he faced to stand in the way of his dreams. Instead, he worked tirelessly to overcome them and achieve greatness. Secondly, always stay true to your roots. Sadio's story is a reminder that no matter how successful you become, it's important to stay grounded and remember where you came from. Sadio never forgot the struggles he endured in his childhood, and he used his platform to help those in need. And lastly, always strive to make a positive impact on the world. Sadio's story is an inspiration to us all to use our talents and resources to make a difference in the world. He is a true role model who has shown that it is possible to be successful and compassionate at the same time. Thank you for watching the amazing life story of Sadio Mané. Please subscribe for more updates.